just be giving you back to a new regular show review. And if it is last one, go and check it out. And we're back with the next two episodes of season 7 of regular show. And we start with another interesting one, and it starts with Mordecai Rigby helping Skips in his garage, and we see Gary and the other immortals wanting to have a guys' night out with Skips. And Mordecai and Rigby see this machine that says has this paper says "Do not touch," and you know what they do? They touch it. Of course they do. And yeah, they just do all these different things and just going absolutely crazy. And yeah, Skips is wondering what you're doing. And yeah, we see the car that Gary and the others were riding in, and apparently Gary is gone because when Mordecai and Rigby were messing with the machine, it caused Gary to disappear. And apparently, this is Gary's synthesizer. Yeah, that synth pretty much created Gary. And yeah, they're going to have to try to figure out what Mordecai and Rigby did in order to do it, which, yeah, it causes glass to break. And yeah, they end up in in Gary's home planet, and we see the main head, the guy of this place. And yeah, he's just taking a liking of Skips when it comes to how they both have their chests the same way. And yeah, we see everybody doing music, being very musical, and even skating, which, yeah, they get, or we see this robot, which then takes them away. And yeah, we see all these different heads too, hologram heads, and in the guy's office, which they can't place the synthesizer on the floor because it'll cause these things to happen on the floor. And yeah, showing the picture of Gary, and yeah, ends up locking Skips, Mordecai, and Rigby up because they're saying that Gary was a criminal. It says they're trying to help, they're trying to get Gary back, then they're criminals too. Which then they're going to be blasted into the sun if they don't do anything. Which yeah, they're all the people are just just wanting them to get blasted into the sun. Which then they caused that thing to happen before, where it broke the glass inside the garage, and yeah, it breaks the glass, and yeah, then they talk about how Gary was actually the roller until that guy ended up taking over, which then he tries to stop them and yeah, trying to put the synthesis back together, and yeah, Skips fighting off the guards and yeah, managing to bring Gary back, and we see this cool fight that goes on, and yeah, Mordecai Rigby's face, and yeah, this cool music off going on, and literally obliterates that other guy, and him telling everybody that he is not wanting to be ruler anymore, and telling Mordecai and Rigby that let's have the Wayne Kingdom. And we go to the next episode of this review, and it's another good one, and it starts with Rigby making an announcement to everybody and saying of how he is going to be not sleeping, saying farewell, and not sleeping on his trampoline anymore. But yeah, he's had this trampoline for so long, and he said of how he managed to win a new bed from this contest. And yeah, they're saying doing this memorial like thing while doing this jumping on the trampoline trick and throwing it into the dumpster. And seriously, that bed is absolutely huge, even for one person. I mean, that bed can probably fit up to maybe 4 people. Yeah, like that bed is just so huge. Like, I'm sure at least 4 people, maybe even 5. But yeah, it can fit multiple people on there. And of course, Rigby is not able to sleep. Of course, that I was expecting that. Like, sure, when I was watching it, I was expecting like surely he's not going to go to sleep because of not on his trampoline. And yep, that is the case. He's trying everything that he can to go to sleep. And then we see hours later, and yeah, he did not go to sleep at all. And then, yeah, going after the garbage truck, but ends up not being able to catch up to it. And yeah, he was not able to sleep at all. And he just regrets giving away his, dumping his trampoline, and he begs Mordecai to come with him to the dump to get it back. And yeah, they go over to this man, which is talking about these challenges and stuff that, and making hit their way to this building where this guy, the keeper of the dump, lies. And yeah, trying to go through this door, the gate, but then there's actually an opening which they go through, and yeah, it's like a maze. Which then they see this literal talking can. Yeah, this literal talking can, and yeah, we see that garbage guy that took the bed is actually the the actual main guy of this dump, and having these weird minions. And yeah, they see all these TVs, which they all turn on as well, and saying that they have to do this riddle. Which yeah, this guy just comes out of the bathroom and tells them where to go, and going through all these different tasks as well, and very funny moments, and even going through the spaghetti, which ends up falling through, and yeah, sees that can again, and talks about helping them, and yeah, he remembers when this mom got the at this grocery store got this her son the can of corn, and yeah, that was the cherishable moment he ever had. And yeah, he helps them, and they see the trampolines, and yeah, the main guy, and this guy is crazy though, and he's actually doing this challenge to Rigby, like having to jump their way to the finish line, and if Rigby wins and not falling to his demise, then yeah, he's able to keep the trampoline. Which yeah, they start jumping and ends up swinging to the other ones and going through the flames, and yeah, we see the guy end up falling into the fire, which yeah, Rigby managed to get his trampoline back, but then that guy, yeah, just cheated death really, and yeah, him saying that he was having to live the story of how he was having to live inside the dump, and yeah, the can ends up saving them, and yeah, the can or Rigby is wondering after throwing the guy, they end up throwing the guy outside. They Rigby wonders what the can would want, and he wants to be recycled. Yeah, Rigby is sleeping on his trampoline and just puts these flowers in a corn in the can of corn. Yeah, really interesting episodes, I would say. But yeah, like to know what you think. Catch the next one.